Alrighty, guys, it's time to do a Tear the Shrink of one of the best games in the world out there. This is CROWBAR, the Rangers at Pointe Du Hoc. This is a game by Hermann Luttmann, aka Hermann Luttmann. You all know him as Hermann Luttmann. I know him as Hermann Luttmann, and also produced by Flying Pigs Games. I want to get this out of the way right off the bat and let everyone know. So when I'm gushing about this game and talking very positive about it and stuff, I just want you to know that Hermann Luttmann is a close personal friend of mine and a friend of the channel. And so take that with a grain of salt when I talk about all the wonderful things. First of all, it's a great game because Flying Pig Games does an excellent job with all of their games. They overproduce them. They make some of the best games ever. And when you got a great designer and a great company, it's going to end up with a great result. So let's tear the shrink wrap off and show you guys what you get when you get this game. Shall we? All right. So the shrink wrap is off, and I should also, while I'm thanking people and talking about things, I should thank a good friend of the channel, Viper Dave. You've seen him on my channel many times, posting video or posting comments and stuff. Viper Dave was nice enough to give me this copy. And as he's kind of downsizing some of his collection, he gave this to me out of the kindness of his heart. So thanks, Viper Dave. Sorry it's taken a while to get this to the channel, but I always feel weird about doing things from Herman because he's a close personal friend. I don't want to say anything to upset him. And, you know, I don't want to ruin my, say something and put a damper on our close personal relationship. Not that he would take anything that I said seriously or, negatively, I guess I should say. He wouldn't take anything that I would say negatively. He would take it as a constructive criticism. But still, I feel weird because he's a close personal friend of mine. So, without further ado, let's look at CROWBAR, the Rangers at Pointe Du Hoc. Alright, the commander shouts CROWBAR in the carefully motioned radio at Ranger Flotilla Headquarters aboard the LSI command ship, Sergeant James. With that signal, the 225 men of Dog, Easy, and Fox companies of Force A of the 2nd Ranger Battalion launched one of the most incredible and seemingly impossible assaults of military history. CROWBAR, the Rangers at Pointe Du Hoc, is a solitaire war game with 2 players and a cooperative variant which abstractly simulates the ebb, flow, and risk of the Pointe Du Hoc assault. With you playing the attacking Rangers, the game system traces its patronage to the popular In Magnificent style game and mirrors its speed of play, tough decision-making, and heart-pounding push-your-luck excitement. You get 252 beautiful 1-inch counters, 1 lavish 22 by 34 mounted map, 18 timing cards, 4 unique dice, 10 6-sided dice, 1 game track, 1 player aid, and 1 colorful rulebook. Ages 14 and up, players 1 to 3, playing time 1 to 3 hours. Let's open it up and see what we get in this beauty. Thanks, Viper Dave. Well, that's interesting. It looks like it's a sticker. I'm not sure. All right. We got some dice. Lovely. Let's open these dice up. There we go. We got all kinds of nice dice. Green dice for the Americans. Gray dice for the Germans. A yellow, a black, a red dice. Cool. Let's see if they roll good. I don't know. I don't know if that's good or not, but we shall see. We got event cards. Let's take a look at these event cards. the time increments 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 2 2 2. German counterattack 2 spaces, 2 spaces, 2 spaces, 3 spaces, 3 spaces, and relief column advance. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 cards. Event cards. Really good quality. Typical Flying Pig. Awesome job there. We get the rule booklets. We'll look at that in a minute. We have some kind of time increment track, relief column track, German counterattack track, victory point track, the captured German guns, the fortune of war prizes, the Ranger casualties, the German POWs, the roadblocks end of game, the timely relief, and no units lost at end of game. All right. We have the German events and the Ranger events. We have the special actions, the open fire combat, commander bonuses, heroic action bonuses, German counterattacks. We have the pre-game invasion approach, sequence of play, projector launch, the grappling attempt, the consolidate, the press forward, and the close combat. We have a bunch of, oh my gosh, look at these. Lovely, lovely counters. 1 inch, punch in, punch out, super thick counters. 2-sided, of course. I'll be punching these out here shortly. We have the Rangers. Great looking, punch in, punch out. Very thick. Again, if you missed the beginning of my intro and how Herman is a close personal friend of mine, and I might, say things very positive and gush about the game, and I don't want you to think it's because we're friends, but because I would tell you honestly the way I feel about things. But if you've been around my channel for a long time, I hate counter clipping. I absolutely think it's the bane of wargaming existence, and I think that all games should come pre-rounded, pre-cornered, so all you have to do is punch the counters out and they're ready to play. I've been saying that for years on my channel, and so Flying Pig has done an excellent job furthering the wargame cause and trying to get more people interested in wargaming because they make things easier for them now. All right, and we have a very nice box, by the way. I mean, a lot of times the box is just, this is a very sturdy box. It's very thick. It doesn't feel like it's flimsy, like it's gonna tear in the corners at all. I can kind of wiggle it and pull it, but I'm not going to try and tear it apart. Let's look at the map. All right. Dun 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 dun. This is a beauty. This is a beauty. It is a weird configuration because it's a very tall and slender map. It is, take that in consideration. But obviously you'll be coming from this side, headed that way. The guns will be up here, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. You'll be moving your units around. You'll be having lots of Germans out here to have to deal with. And look at that. It's a very nice looking map. Dice boxes. Aha! I wonder if this is an overlay that's supposed to go on this. Let's see what the rules has to say. Rangers at Pointe Du Hoc. CROWBAR, June 6, 1944, 7:09 a.m. And I've actually been to Pointe Du Hoc. I've actually been there. Unfortunately, they had the bunker was shut down for renovations or whatever, so we couldn't go in the bunker there. But we got to walk around, the rest of the facilities, and you get to see, you're like 120, 130 feet up. And it's like pretty much a cliff. Now it's all grown vegetation now, but it's definitely a sight to behold. Because when you're on the cliff, unless you're standing right at the edge, you can't see down below. You can't see all the rangers and everyone that's trying to come up. You can't see anyone. So it's crazy. Components, units, markers, maps, event cards, different sides of the dice and what they do. That's important. Setup, pre-game invasion, sequence of play, C-zone procedure, beach zone procedure. So you got a C-zone, you got a beach zone, then you got an inland zone. You got event cards, unit movements, close combat resolution, special actions, open fire combats, commander bonuses, incoming fire markers, objective chits, German counterattacks, victory, which, if you played any of Hermann's games, let's be honest, victory is... It's a fleeting hope at best. A fleeting hope at best if you're playing Hermann's games. But, there is a victory point number, so based on how many victory points you get, you might be, hey, I got 30 victory points. What's that worth? Wow, that's a disgraceful performance. 3-player co-op mode, if you wanted to play with 3 people. 2-player co-op mode, and a versus mode, so if you wanted to play competitively against someone, they're going to run the Germans, you're going to run the Americans. There's some rules for that, which is super cool. And an example of play with color photos, which is nice. Oh, this is developed by Fred Manzo as well. So we should give shout out to Fred Manzo. He is a good friend of the channel as well. And we appreciate all that he's done. And of course, Mark Walker is a friend of the channel as well. I'm not just saying this is a great production because he's a friend of the channel. I would never do that, but I want you to know that in case people go, well, I don't believe you, Jester. Well, I would say, honestly, the way I felt about things, and if it, upset anyone, then I apologize for that, but that's just the way I do things. So anyways, looks great. I can't wait to try this out. We're hopefully going to be able to play this sometime in the near future, and I look forward to it. So thanks everyone for watching. I do appreciate it. Hopefully this has been very enlightening of what you get inside the box. CROWBAR, very sturdy box, great looking map, 4 huge counter sheets, a couple player aids, and a kind of a timer track, paper track there, and a whole bunch of super cool new special dice. And they roll pretty good. Look at that, 5, 5, 6. That's got to be something. That's got to be something really good. Cards as well. So looking forward to trying this out. And I have not, I literally have never played it. And I've never played in Magnificent Style or any of his other games. But I'm definitely going to give this one a whirl. Thanks to Viper Dave for giving it to me. Thanks for Flying Pig for producing such an awesome looking game. And of course, thanks to Herman for creating such a wonderful design. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you're new around here. We'll see everybody next time. My friends, you have a good day, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.